My mic's been muted that whole time. Sucks. Anyway, so that was Whatever Penguins. You can find Whatever Penguins on Conspiracy Music's playlist down in the description. And my name is Zerzu Zyquin, and welcome to my channel. Let's say hello to everybody real fast. Hello, J-Car, Nicody, Pope Bill, Nightwolf, Mystery Subset Theater. Looks like we have Peter Vandervliet, the Unforgiven Boogie. I believe that would be all of you. How are you guys doing? Now, this was kind of a spur of the moment idea. I was talking with a friend and I was telling them, I shouldn't have had to tell them. I don't think I had to, but I was mentioning that I really don't talk about myself a lot on my channel as far as, my life experiences and stuff. And, I had a weird dream the other day, which as I was talking to that person, I started thinking about it. Maybe I should share that dream because it's kind of stuck in my head. And that's kind of where I came up with the idea for this stream. So let's pull up our two victims for today. We're going to probably share some dreams, hopefully.
Yo,
and some dog barks.
you are my victim, not the other way around.
Yeah, so as I was saying, I kind of had this dream and I felt like sharing it. It was one of those type of dreams that you wake up out of and you think, where am I? You know what I mean?
Who am I? Where am I?
I guess you guys have a couple of those type of dreams as well.
Did I have to specifically have two?
Well, you don't have to specifically have two. One is perfectly fine. Hello, Dave. So,
hi, Dave.
And forgive me for my voice, everybody. I am having a day. I went to go take a physical for my job, and I gave blood and everything. I'm like all over the place. I might be a little wingy, a little dodgy today.
You mean more than normal?
I was just thinking the exact same thing.
You're lucky I
love you. Love you, Jerry.
Love you too, Cripple.
So maybe I'll start this show. Maybe start off telling that dream. So I go to the grocery store a lot, seeing that I do the caregiving thing, and I was going up to the grocery store, and I left my house. Now I should have known right off that I didn't have my scooter. Something was wrong, but I proceeded to walk down the store, and I got over to the I don't know, about 2-3 blocks away. And there was this cute little Pomeranian puppy just kind of, walking along, and a lady behind him, they're just doing their thing. And I figured, normal. Dog's off the leash. If the dog's off the leash, it's a decent little dog. Well, they got up to the corner at the edge of a fence. And
yeah,
I was walking up the side of the fence, and the little Pomeranian dog started walking towards me, and I was like, well, maybe he's gonna come up and say hi. So as he gets closer to me, he, she, whatever it was, a little brown Pomeranian puppy, and as he got closer to me, he absolutely went berserk and just started like barking all around my feet. And I mean, after about the 6th rotation of me, like, what the heck is wrong with this dog, I look up at the lady and she's just kind of standing there at the corner, like, there's nothing absolutely wrong with this scene. She's totally chill with her dog running circles around my feet. And I'm sure I've had this experience in my life, And seeing that the dog was running around me and she didn't want to react, I kind of said, well, I'm going to mess with the dog a little bit. So for some reason, this totally is not me, but I started reaching down and doing little bird pecks at its fur, which of course made it, react more. And after a few minutes of doing little bird pecks at the fur, I looked up at the lady and she's still standing there. I kid you not. She didn't even flinch, nothing wrong or anything. So I looked up at her and I'm like, lady, come get your dog. And she just kind of looks at me and she goes, "You better not hurt it." So I gave it a couple more pecks, I'm not trying to hurt it, and I'm like, "Lady, you better come get your dog now." And the first thought that went through my head is football, but that, is totally not nice at all. And she just stood there looking at me, and she repeated, "I don't care. You better not hurt him." So I so I calmly reached over to the dog and I picked it up. Now, remember I said I was walking by a fence? It's a
Yeah.
construction yard fence that's completely locked up. So I stuck the dog over the fence and calmly looked at her as if I was extremely victorious, and I dropped that dog over the fence.
Wow, Z.
Now,
This is a dream. This
yes,
is a dream.
now this is definitely a dream. Now,
Not a fantasy. This is
after
not
I
fantasy,
got
right?
done, I just walked away all proud, like, hey, I solved the leash law by putting the dog behind a fence. And I went walking on my way to the grocery store. Well, I should have known that the groceries store, I didn't have any interaction in there. It was just like I was done shopping instantly when I walked up to the door, and then I'm walking away from the door. That should have also, probably got my attention, but I'm continuing on and I'm heading back home. And at this point, the lady's sitting there still trying to get her dog, and she finally decides to jump over the fence and get her dog and then jump back over the fence. And man, I felt like an absolute jerk. I felt like the worst human being on the planet. And it was so deep that it woke me out of my sleep, and I just felt miserable.
Oh.
Because you got rid of a pretend dog.
Well, because I mean, that's so mean. Just pick the dog up and drop it over the fence while looking at the lady as if I'm, winning some sort of, prize. Like I
I
just
would say you
finished a
won the ultimate
touchdown,
prize.
Oh my God.
So when I
Sorry.
was talking to this friend, I thought, I just have to share this dream. It's just one of those dreams that you just have to share,
I
Oh
see.
my God. That's great.
Well, yeah, it's crazy because it's like you dream like I do. I dream about like things that have happened to me. So like it's like I never like dream things that are really out of whack unless I know that I'm dreaming like um one of my dreams is well, one of the dreams that I have like a recurring one is where I'm for some reason I never understand why, but I'm walking like towards a park that I go play basketball at, and I'm always the same age in the dream. Like I never get older, I'm never younger. I'm always that age. And so I'm walking towards the park and I'm always thinking about this. And so what I'm thinking about is this moment where I saw a girl that I was interested in at that time. And this really happened. Um I wanted to talk to her, right? And so when I saw her, I thought she was waving at me. I thought she was saying hi to me. But like she's waving like, hi. And I start waving hi to her like really hard, like, hey, right? And I'm like, all right, I'm getting attention from her. And I'm like getting closer and closer. Then I realized she wasn't waving hi to me at all. She was waving hi to a guy who was in a bike behind me, and the guy passes by me and goes straight towards her, and I'm completely ignored. And I'm like, and I didn't notice this until like I was about, I want to say like 5 feet away from her, and I was like, damn, like this, like I was like, shit. And I swear, I relive that dream a lot. I don't know why. I think it's one of those like, what if, right? I think it's
Right?
one of those dreams,
Yeah.
but it always happens that I feel like I'm actually in it because it feels like I'm walking down the street. It feels like if everything feels real, it feels like I'm leaving my house.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel
you
like,
can feel the wind on your face.
yeah,
I mean, everything is real in those type. Yeah. Go on.
yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm sorry if I sound. Like I said, I've been having a rough day, and I don't know. I don't know. My voice is like slowly getting worse.
Well,
I was
the
gonna
more you
say,
talk,
getting your blood taken takes away your voice.
Yeah, nah, that's just been happening throughout the day. I think I'm just getting laryngitis or something.
well, good thing
Ew.
we're online.
Yeah.
We can't catch it.
Yep. Exactly. I don't know. My voice has been going in and out, but that's because of the wind.
Have a lot of wind where
'Cause-
you're at?
Yeah. Yeah. We've had a lot of wind. Yeah.
Yeah, we pretty much
Um.
just had rain, not much wind.
Yeah. We haven't gotten any rain, but supposedly we might be getting more, which
It
is
might be
good.
the wind. I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. It might be the wind. I don't know. This is the first time that I've ever had like voice issues where I don't feel any pain in my throat. It's just hard. It's hard to talk.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I've got those where you just kind of raspy one or 2 days, and it doesn't really even feel like you're sick, but
Yeah.
it all
I'm,
depends on how much the virus has taken over. You know what I mean?
The virus?
Um,
don't
well,
get him
depending
worried.
on
Did you hear him? The virus. I don't know why I'm laughing at everything today.
oh,
I
it's
feel
great.
like,
It's great.
I feel like something's
It
taking
matches my
over.
lack of laughter.
Someone help me. Ah, the virus. It's got me. It's deep in my pores. Oh God.
Hello, Anacito. Welcome. I'm
Hey.
probably saying that wrong, but that works. I always
I-
say
you
his
know-
name wrong.
Hi, everybody. I didn't say hi. See, there. Thanks, Sherry.
The virus is spreading. Save yourselves.
Now my voice has been going in and out for a couple days, so. But no, I've had some weird dreams of my life. Weird dreams. I used to have this
What's the
one. I
weird
haven't had it in a while. A weird reoccurring dream, and it was about like an amusement park and a roller coaster, and it was the same freaking dream for years. And I'd go to this amusement park, and I'd ride but like it was empty. The amusement park, it was like just me, and I felt like I was being pursued by something, right? And I'd get on this roller coaster, and I still felt like I was being chased.
Well, I can tell you, Cripple Cat, getting on a train, like getting on a roller coaster is not a good way to run away from things. You're not going anywhere.
I know. What I think is I started having these dreams when I was working in the themed entertainment business.
I'm sorry, Cripple Cat. I just gotta tell people that are coming in that are from my channel. This is a this is a restream of my friend's channel. If you guys like what he's doing here, please sub. He's a good guy. He really has interesting things that he talks about. So this is really just promoting his channel. So yeah, go ahead, Cripple Cat. I'm so sorry.
You rude mother. No, I'm kidding. I love you.
I mean, right in the middle of her story.
Right.
I know, right?
There's some
And
of
you
my
wonder
people
why I
coming
call
in.
him
I'm
the
sorry.
forgiven
I'm
boogie.
sorry.
Jeez, just not feeling the love anymore.
Oh, Cripple, stop it.
Hey, I think we got another guy here. Clay, how you doing? Conspiracy music.
Clay, oh man.
Clay!
I sound like this and I got Clay on. Thanks a lot, Zoots.
How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Jerry isn't doing so hot.
Yeah, your voice.
And he's rude.
The virus.
He's rude.
The virus is taking. It's the rude virus. The rude virus is taking over.
So we've messed up Cripple Cat story. You
Yeah.
want to continue on telling that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't
I'm
even-
so sorry.
I don't even. What I was saying is I think that the whole amusement park thing was because at the time I was working in the themed entertainment business, which is amusement parks. And even though the company I was working for was called Attraction Services, which doesn't sound like an engineering company, it sounds like something else entirely. Anyway, but yeah, I just had these, yeah, and it kept happening over and over again. Like I'd be at this amusement park, and it'd be very real. I mean, I'd come out of it just like,
Right.
yeah, just like, but it never resolved. You know what I'm
wow.
saying? There was
So
never
you
a
never figured out
resolution.
what was chasing you?
Nope.
Wild.
Yeah, it was very bizarre. And then, like I said to you earlier, I've been having these lucid dreams where I'm very
Lucid.
much in control. And they only happen if I take a nap during the day. And I can't go into some of them.
I usually have them when I've overslept.
Hey, Risky.
Hello,
No,
Risky?
one of the dreams that I'm very lucid in, it usually happens when I'm having a really, really good time. I'll have a dream that I'm falling on clouds, like that I'm just falling, and I'm falling, and
Huh.
the things that are catching me are clouds, like, you know what I mean? So I'll hit the cloud, I'll go right through it, and I'll hit another cloud, and I'm just like I'm having the time of my life, and that usually happens when I'm having like a good sleep or whatever. I don't know why, but I know that I'm dreaming. It just feels awesome.
That's cool. You know what Nicodia is saying right there? With the psychic symbolism dreams and dreams of future events. I was in my early 20s. I had this dream. I was supposed to go and spend the night at my friend's house, my friend Renee's house. And we were supposed to go out. I was going to spend the night there, but for whatever reason, I didn't. And I had this terrible dream about a fire. Horrible dream about a fire. Woke up, just, oh my God, my phone rang. I picked it up and said, Renee, are you okay? Was there a fire? And she was calling to tell me that her house had just burned down.
Oh wow.
Oh, that sucks.
I missed you.
And
Oh,
she
wow.
said it freaked her the hell out the way I
Yeah,
answered
I've
the phone.
had those dreams. You have the dream, and then somewhere in reality it happens, and that's just that I can't even explain.
No, it was in, and the fire started in the room I would have been sleeping in if I'd
No.
spent the night at her house that night.
Now, as far as you
So-
were mentioning about working at an amusement park and then dreaming about the amusement park, that kind of is like what I realize when I wake up out of those dreams that I believe are absolutely real, is that it somehow links to something that I regularly do, which would seem absolutely normal to be doing.
No,
Except for
of
running
course.
from, but as far as being at the
Yeah.
amusement park or at, in my case, doing something for my client or whatnot, it doesn't seem out of place.
Yeah, I mean, but most of the time, when I did it, I was a mechanical designer, for a company that did stuff for amusement parks, and I didn't really spend a lot of time at them except for Universal when we were installing the Waterworld show.
You worked in Universal California?
Yeah, we installed the Waterworld show there. I lived at the damn park.
That's cool.
It's pretty funny what they get up to at night there at the park with those golf carts that the security rides around in and maintenance rides around in.
I got to work at Disneyland for like a week.
I guess
Well-
Conspiracy Music must have a dream that he wants to share, seeing that he joined up here, to share dreams.
Well,
I think he has a dream that he's a sports star.
I don't really dream a lot, or I don't remember my dreams just because I don't think I sleep well enough to get REM dreams. But there is a dream that I have had, a recurring dream. When I got clean in 2004, for about 5 years, I used to have this recurring nightmare that these zombies would be chasing me. And instead of saying, brains, brains, they would chase me and say, meth, meth. And it was like some of the most horrifying dreams that I had. And I would have them recurring for about 5 years. And I haven't had that dream probably in over 10 years. But
That's probably good that you haven't had that dream, because that means whatever was generating that is out of you,
yeah.
I had using dreams when I got clean. When I got clean, I had using dreams for a good year and a half, 2 years, where and now talk about realistic dreams. There we go. Those are the ones. Those are those absolutely full blown. This is happening. It's weird how I kind of shut those out, but full blown coming out of sleep, going, "Oh my God, I just screwed up my clean time." Kind of dreams.
Yeah,
I've had.
I have one of those. It's like one of those reoccurring dreams. It's only thing that's strange about it is I have aged multiple times in this dream, and I have it that frequently. So from when I was young, I don't know, 18 or something like that is when it first started, because my sister had a child, Clay, and
Aw.
I'd have this dream that we were at like a park or something, and he would start. I guess there was a butterfly. I think it's a butterfly. He would start like messing with this butterfly that was just kind of flying around him, and which caught my attention, and it was cute to watch him kind of dealing with the butterfly. And then the butterfly started flying off, and he started chasing it like you would expect a child to do. And it's like magically out of nowhere, and this cliff would form. And I couldn't see the cliff, but I could see past the grass to know that he was running directly towards nothingness, and I just start running after him as fast as I could, but it was like I could not quite run much faster than a slow walk, no matter how hard I tried to run to help. And I ended up catching up with him, and we tumbled down the cliff, and everything goes black, and it's like I can hear paramedics coming up, and
Oh, geez.
I can hear the paramedics say that the boy's okay, but we lost the other one. And I wake up with my heart just pounding out of my chest like you would not believe. And it happens quite a bit. And I mean, what's weird about it though is he still stays a little baby, and I have grown to my adult age, and still in the dream I am my adult age, and he's still the baby. It's kind of weird, and I'm sure it's something to do with feeling that I need to protect him, but that's just one of those that it's keeps happening so much it sticks in your head.
Yeah. A lot of my dreams are either memories. I hardly ever have like dreams where I'm thinking of things that haven't happened. So it's like I really just have memory dreams, because like my second most recurring dream is the one where I have to break bad news to my uncle. I have like that dream for some reason. I don't know why. Like I hate it. I really hate it, because it's like I have to give some really bad news to my uncle, and it just like for some reason it like whenever I have a deep sleep, right before I wake up, I have that memory of me like just waiting for him. I wasn't necessarily waiting for him. I was just like at home, and he just happened to get there because he used to live with us, and so I had to break some news to him that was really bad, and I just happened to see him first before anybody else, and it's a devastating thing, and it just like it really it breaks my heart. It's funny because it's like no matter how many times I've had that dream, like I wake up feeling the same, like that same nasty feeling every time. Like no matter what. Like I could like sometimes I try to shake it off and be like, it's that memory again, you know? But I still feel it. I still feel it. And I have no idea if that's like some sort of trauma or just, just trying to just trying really hard to think of something else that could have happened that day. I have no idea, but it's random. Like I can tell you that dream and the other dream when I'm walking down the street are really random because it's like I don't have them in good times or bad times. Just
Right, you just don't, you never know. That's
yeah,
what that's like I said, a lot of that that you're describing as far as the randomness and stuff like that. That kind of helps, I believe, link or lead to the realness of the dream. Let's real quick break this off to say hello to everybody that's joined in. Ancient Chart Music and Art, how are you doing? Dr. Nimrod, hello. And
Weirdy weirdo.
I believe that's it. Now, Ancient Chart Music and Art, it would be awesome if you would create maybe a 3 minute, 2 minute, even a minute and a half guitar solo. I'm sure I would put it up on my channel, on my other channel. That would be kind of cool.
Now I want to know why. Like, I'm sure everybody's like this, but for me, like, all my bad dreams seems I'm being chased by something. But I can never run. It feels like I'm in like molasses or something trying to run. The harder and faster I try to run, it seems like the slower
The
I
slower
go.
you get,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
see that's kind of disturbing about me is that like I have the dream where I'm chasing somebody. I don't know what's wrong with me. Why do I think like that?
Oh, I've actually woke up out of it now. Somebody was mentioning sleepwalking, Nakoti, and I woke up out of a dream where I was running across the living room and I was angry. I was chasing something. I don't remember what the dream was about or anything. My client kind of got my attention just before I slammed into the TV. But, what are you doing? And that got my attention, which made me look over at him. And then that was when I realized I had just woke up. And which is good that he got my attention before I slammed into
Yes.
the TV because, destroyed TV. And that might hurt a little bit if I'm completely out,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever sleptwalked, but I do
Yeah.
remember one time I was with my ex-wife and we moved into a new apartment and I was asleep in bed, but in my dream I opened my eyes and there was a figure standing in our doorway in the middle of the night. And I tried to yell and like nothing would come out. So I was
Oh yeah.
trying to scream, and nothing would come out. And finally, uh, I yelled at the top of my lungs, "Get the fuck out!" And my fucking ex-wife woke me up, shook me. What's going on? What's the problem? I'm like, what's going on? She's like, you just yelled at the top of your lung. Get the fuck out. I'm like, oh my God, I just had the craziest dream.
Usually when I have those mute dreams, I'm trying to help somebody who's in danger and I'm trying to get their attention and I can't. There's nothing audible. It's not there. Now I don't know if I've ever, well, I sleep talk, so I don't know if that's one thing. I mean, I've sold windshields, and when I used to sell windshields, I've sold windshields in my sleep, It's
I bet you still didn't make the sale.
oh man, I was pretty good when I did windshields. When I did security alarms, that was a little rougher. However,
Security alarms. Oh my God, you're one of those. You might as well be sharing, selling car warranties.
no, I did have a guy that challenged me, and he was all like, "Oh, I got a dog," and da 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 da, da all this nonsense. And I knew this guy Paul that was a buddy of mine who lived in this guy's area, and I asked the guy, if I can go up and knock on your door, would you buy my security alarm? Oh, and I said, if I tell you the exact time I'm showing up and I knock on your door, you can put your dog out in the yard to defend your yard at the exact time and day. If I can knock on your door, would you buy my alarm? And he's like, well, if you can do that, then yeah, I'll buy 2 of them. And I said, don't worry about that, man. Just buy one. and I went over and sent my buddy over with a jar of peanut butter. And I kid you not, he went over there and he dropped the spoon with the peanut butter. The dog munched on the spoon, and then he dropped the jar over, and the dog started munching on the jar. He opened up the fence, walked up on the door, knocked on the door, and the guy bought my alarm. Matter of fact, he bought a keyless entry and everything else. He bought like motion sensors and a pad for the door, which notifies you when somebody steps on your step.
Hey, that keyless entry, that I love that stuff now. I'm living at an Airbnb right now, and it's got a keyless entry, and like, oh my god, it's like the best shit ever. Like, no keys. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm like, wait a minute. Sometimes I still check my pockets though. I'll walk up to the door and be like, why am I checking my pocket?
Yeah, habit, I guess, huh? Like, fuck, where's my
Yeah.
keys? Oh, wait a minute.
I do that with the car, and I do that with the door.
So I have a question.
What was
Have
that?
any of you suffered from sleep paralysis?
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah. That used to happen to me a lot when I used to do
Mhm.
when I used to work at this train station. Like, I don't know, I have no idea why it happened at that time a lot, but I would be like, I think it's because I slept on the couch a lot. Every time I sleep on the couch, I get that. Like, I feel like somebody's on top of me, or I can't move. And
Mhm.
the first few times it gets kind of scary, but once you kind of realize what's happening, you kind of convince yourself to get out of it, right? That's usually what happens.
No, with
think-
me, oh my god, I still because I have this big fear of not being able to breathe.
Right.
Okay, I mean it's phobia. I mean it's so when it happens to me, it hasn't, knock on wood, happened a long time. The first time when it first started happening, I was late teens, early 20s, I think. And I went and told my doctor about what was going on. I'm waking up and I can't breathe. I wound up in the damn hospital for 5 days
Oh wow.
Wow.
because they were like worried about seizures and this. And I was on the cardiac ward, and there was old people dying like every night. They're wheeling a body by my room.
Wow.
I mean, it was crazy. It was really bizarre. They took an arterial blood gas from me, which, by the way, no one will ever do that to me again awake, because I will kill them. Diving for an artery with a needle is evidently a lot more painful than diving for a vein.
Mm.
It's horrible. And then it's like, oh, well, yeah, you have sleep paralysis. I'm like, hey, great.
The only time
I can almost.
The only time I think
Mhm.
I ever got it was just during that one incident when I screamed at the top of my lungs, because I couldn't move. I couldn't talk. Like,
Yeah.
all I could do was like, it was like I was wide awake, but then all of a sudden I was wide awake and the lights were on, and I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, no, it's terrible. I mean, it gets me hard. I like can't move, and I feel like I can't breathe.
I
And
think
then
it's
that's
a-
when my anxiety and my panic disorder takes over and goes, you're suffocating. So for me,
shit.
it becomes this whole, big issue mentally.
Well, that's the first time I heard somebody say it with the lights on. I've yet to have sleep paralysis with the lights on. Like, every time it's in the dark, like, I'm always in the dark. I have yet to have it on the lights on. I think that would be a new level of scary for me if it happened to me with the lights on.
Yeah, I never get that. I mean, the most I'll get is like a sore neck or something like that. Let me say hello to Miss Mandy and Jam and Jet. Yeah,
Hey guys.
yeah, I
Mandy!
agree. I definitely agree with that statement there.
Oh, what
Did
did
I
I
not
just
leave
think?
it up long enough? That it pretty much it's me losing my child. My child likes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anybody else have any other dreams?
I mean, I have a bunch, but they're mostly dark and sad and So I'll leave them out of this dream.
That works.
I don't remember many dreams, and if I do, it's probably a nightmare, and that's just because I just sleep horribly.
So
Yeah.
I
Because
feel you,
I'm up on
man.
YouTube all fucking night, and
I know. Hey, dude.
I
get
guess
that, man.
my last dream that I it's not really a major dream, but that would be that I was again going to the grocery store is something that I do quite a bit, and I had went and did all my shopping, and I always take my buggy or I always take my scooter and I put it in the buggy while I'm grocery shopping, and I stuff all my stuff underneath the buggy, underneath the scooter. And then when I'm ringing everything up, I put down the scooter and I
You better wish you
do
did.
all the ringing up and then throw all the stuff back into the buggy or cart, whatever you want to call it, and put my scooter back on top of it and usually move over to a different part of the store where I pack everything in a bag. Well, in this dream, I had done all that except for I never put my buggy back onto the cart. Now, I do the U-scan a lot, mostly because I don't want to stand in line and wait behind a bunch of people. And half the time the clerks are very horrible at bagging. So I just go ahead and do the U-scan, And I had only walked a few feet from the U-scan to the front of the store to where I bag up my stuff right there in the front, you know what I mean, while I'm still inside.
Mhm.
And I turned around because I had left my scooter by the register and it was gone. It was gone. And I kid you not, no matter where I looked, I rushed outside to see where it was outside. There was nobody there. And of course, you can't just run around the store and start accusing people. And usually that's when, or that was not usually, that dream is when I woke up again with my heart pounding, because I just lost an $800 scooter. And that's not
Yeah.
very fun. Plus,
No.
it's my only source of transportation.
Hey, that would be horrible. What do you do when it rains?
Oh, I run my scooter. It's got a IP6
Miss Mandy was
rating,
asking if you
so
had any water.
you could probably throw it in the river as long as the river's under a couple hundred feet, and you can
Oh,
fish it
wow.
back out, and it'll still run.
Nice.
Well, so
Yeah,
I guess
don't
what was
go
that?
ahead. Nothing. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to be wrapping it up if there's no more good dream stories.
Miss Mandy was asking about coming up.
Oh, I didn't see. Yeah, sorry.
And can I shout out one of my friends real quick? Mr. Smith is going to go live at 4 p.m.
Mr. Smith is
Ooh.
awesome. Yes.
15
I have
minutes
this
he'll be
thing.
going live. So
I have a
Yeah.
thing for Mr.
Hey.
Smith. So
Hey, Zeus, I gotta get.
so do I, Cripple.
I gotta get out of here, bro. Zeus, I gotta get out of here. Thanks for having me.
All
I
right,
gotta
man.
get out of here. I got other things to do today, but thanks, guys. Thanks for coming on. And hey, if you guys are on my channel on the restream, just give Zeus a try. He's good. He's good people. He's always got interesting conversation, and you'll have fun. You'll have fun over here. So
And
if you want to
music.
give him a try, yeah. Thank you.
Awesome sauce.
Yes.
Thank you.
hey,
a
bye,
good
Jay.
day.
Bye, Cripple Cat. Bye, Conspiracy.
Take it easy, Jerry.
And
Drink
yes,
some
Miss
hot
Mandy,
tea, bro.
I would
That'll
love
help
to
your
have you
throat.
come up. I'm sorry. I'm glad conspiracy music caught me there. Well, no, I would love to have you come up if you'd like, and I'd love to hear your story. It'd be great. You want me to link you real quick? Oh wait, it's up at the top. Let's see. I can link it again. Just here. Let's see. Come click and share screen. That's not going to work. Hey, yeah, share the screen. There we go. We'd love to hear your story. But yeah, I
Yeah.
just think that a lot of times the real factor of it is something that you do normally in life,
Yeah.
Of course, sometimes there's those ones like I've always had, and I'm sure everybody's had this exact same dream where if for some reason you're like in my dream, for some reason you're walking around and you decide to jump and you realize, oh wow, that was a pretty high jump, and which makes you jump again, and then you can jump higher. And then it ends up where now you're intentionally trying to see how high you can jump. And it's like a bouncing ball. No matter how many times you come back down, you can jump even higher. And then eventually you don't even have to jump. You're just floating around. And as you see, like I sometimes when I'm in those type of dreams, I realize I'm dreaming. So I intentionally play with it, like dive towards the ground, and then I can like push my arms off the ground and stop myself from falling, and like
That's
Matrix type.
yeah, it's like astral projection, where people like when they dream, they're dreaming that they're flying and they can just fly around the world and stuff. Yeah, it's like astral projection. There's a whole. My
Yeah.
friend says he's all into astral projection. So when he dreams, he like when he wakes up in the morning, he writes down everything that he remembers from his dream on a notepad, and he says, and he reads that before the next night, and a lot of times he can get back into that same dream and do different stuff. It's I don't dream that heavily, so
Well,
Oh
I
no,
suppose-
Smitty.
Hello, Smitty. Don't care. We're about, I guess, about to end it here because I don't see Miss Mandy popping up here. I don't know if she's.
Darn it, Miss Mandy.
Yeah, we wanted to hear that dream. Maybe next time, like she says. Hey, you guys have any? By the way, Conspiracy Music's awesome. Cripple Cat is awesome. Please go check out Conspiracy Music. And I really only catch you. I think I'm sub to your channel. I'm not sure, but I know I catch you mostly on Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. You know the bar
Yeah.
that you own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the bar that I own. That's right. The bar that I own.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah,
you
let
got it
him work
right.
There, you know, he drinks up
Yeah.
all your profits, but you know.
Yeah, and then he pisses in the bottles to make them full again. No,
Wow.
yeah, no, and also the Doc Danger Music Show, which is on hiatus.
yeah. It's
Oh
on
yeah, Doc
hiatus
Danger
right now.
Music's pretty good. Yep.
He's having some issues with YouTube. They keep
Yeah.
taking views. He did a live stream and they took away like 150 views and left him with like
Yeah.
24 views.
Ouch.
Yep.
And you know how YouTube is. There's not a whole lot that you can do in recourses.
Right, and I've
fight
had
it
that
back.
even on a small scale. I've seen, like 11, 10 people, and then people come joining in and out and throughout a stream, and it's going to be like 30 at the end of the stream, and it ends up being like 4. And
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on with all of that. And
I don't either. It's because
I
it's bullshit.
I can see his frustration.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he is very. Yeah, he's very unhappy about it. We've talked about it, and I'm unhappy about it because as his co-host, it sucks. Because he works hard at it, and I work hard at being his goofy sidekick. And it is disheartening.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, not so bad on my end with my tiny little with my tiny little views, but I could see it when you have in the hundreds that you're losing. Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I lose views. I don't pay attention to it that much. I mean,
that's definitely a good idea.
If on a Friday show, if I look at it and it's 400 views, I'm happy. I'm like, damn, 400 people watch this motherfucker last night. God damn.
I get that when I nail like anything over 100, 200. That's when I nail that. I'm like, wow, superstar. No, I'm just kidding about the superstar thing.
Like the Sunday night shows, not so much the conspiracy shows. We're getting, if I get 150 views, I'm happy. For 2 hours sitting on panel goofing around with my friends talking about fucking black-eyed children or Bigfoot,
yeah.
For 2 hours and just having a ball doing it. It's totally worth it.
Yes, yeah, that kind of stuff's fun too.
And
I
I'm
like that
actually
kind
going to be starting at the first of the year. I'm going to be streaming 5 nights a week.
Ouch.
So
dang.
I'm going to be bringing in another indie show sometime during the week, and then I'll probably have like a gaming night.
I may be
Well,
able to
I,
do 5 nights a week if I'm recording pre-recorded and just dropping videos, but lives, that's a lot of work, you know?
it is. It is. There's been a couple of not. It's happened like once where I had lives back to back, and it's grueling. I spent one day. I spent 10 hours online on lives.
Oh
I
wow.
was
The
dead.
most
I was dead.
I guess the other day I did like an hour and a half here, and then I did an hour and a half over on Yari's, and I think I started off with an hour and a half on Smitty's channel, and so that's but that's I guess I had a manic day that day, you know.
I
Yeah.
think the first show me and Doc Danger did together was 10 hours.
Man, I could never do 10 hours.
I don't
mean,
remember how many videos we played, but it was a lot.
I'd run out of
Are
things
you
to say.
guys gonna do another show together?
I had to schedule to do this month with him, but he's got to figure out what's going on with YouTube.
Right.
He doesn't want to come in and do another show and just have all his views taken away again, you know.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. It just, yeah, it sucks. YouTube, get it together, you pieces of shit anyway.
My friend Pole Vault said that was happening to him for a while, and he emailed YouTube or got contact with YouTube. I wouldn't even know not even sure how to do that, but he said he got his views back, so that's probably just something the Doc needs to do is just email him and say, hey, is this correct, you know?
Yeah, I know that.
It's so hard to get a hold of anybody human through YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're monetized, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Artie and I have lost views also.
Wow.
And it's not. I don't think to the extent though that Doc has, but I know that the view count will be one thing and that goes down.
Creators. Sorry. I
Go ahead.
think they play around with the creators a lot, too much, you know, as far as I have people that I know I'm sub to, and I know I have the bell notification on, and the only way I find them is either through Discord postings, or I get bored and see if somebody's playing and I look at, wait, they're live, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
YouTube's going to recommend what they want to recommend. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and you know what else? I have had to resubscribe to so many people lately.
Yeah.
My subscriptions keep dropping off, and I don't know why. And it's irritating as hell. So now I'll go through and check, and what's funny, Cersei, is that today, just before you messaged me, I went on and searched to see if you were going to do a live today. And then not 10 minutes after I searched, went, oh, he's not going to. You hit me up. It was very weird.
Yeah, well, you know, I had some other stuff planned. I was trying to build a solar system flying through space, but, well, I guess I can't say flying through space, moving through space. But
get it right.
I pretty much got it built. I just don't know if I'm happy with it. I want to run it through a couple people that I know who would critique it a little more, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And see if what I'm doing is accurate, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically, have you seen the spinning, spiraling, corkscrew, nonsensical thing that they did on a TV show in order to kind of entertain the viewers for the most part and still try to show them what the solar system actually looks like flying through space? I think that representation is, well, first off, that it goes from it goes down like a trail, like a comet, and I just think that thing's entirely bogus. And it's no wonder that flat earthers, by the way, hi Ironton Otter, it's no wonder that flat earthers have locked on to that to say it's bogus, because it does in fact look bogus, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. There's have you seen it? Simon Dan is having a whole week of Flat Earth Friday
Yeah. Yeah.
for
I
his
forget, what was it? He did a one on the Mandela Effect dude, Brian Staveley the other day. That was hilarious.
yes.
Two of them,
Yeah,
as a matter of fact.
I just got black pigment all over my hands.
We're doing
You
a
were
show
thinking
on,
about Simon Dan.
we're doing a show on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Mandela Effect this Sunday.
Oh, you really?
Mhm.
Also, did you see his one with about Cece and
Oh, there's so many.
Which one? There's so many. He's
No,
he
the
just
newest-
sits in his van rambling nonsense.
the newest one with that Simon Dan did was Cece's talking about how what is it, Voyager?
Oh, the gas.
The gas.
Yeah, their radio. Their radio.
Yeah.
Anyway, they use a isotope to
Yeah.
fly it. It uses very, very, very little bit of it. It could go for 30 years or more.
Yeah, but he's like, yeah, it would be out of gas by now, or the gas would be bad, or
Yeah, I did see the gas one. That one was pretty good.
that was. I mean,
No, as far
CC
as
at his best.
As far as the Mandela thing that you have going there, conspiracy music, you should probably send me a link because I have I'm sure you guys have heard about the Shazam or whatever, where what's his name? Sinbad is supposedly have played a genie at some point, and
What?
yeah, I have a little bit of information on that as far as I can pretend that I found the real DVD box of the movie Shazam. Of course, I can also show where it's not the real DVD box of Shazam.
Hell yeah, I'll send you a link.
Yeah, because I got some stuff on that
we
Shazam
start
thing.
at 10 p.m. Eastern. I don't know. It's pretty late for some, but
That's 7 our time.
10
Yeah, it's-
Eastern.
I mean,
What
it's
time is
early
that
for
at?
me.
That's like, wow. That's
7
pretty-
our time.
yeah, it's early for
Yeah.
us out here in the West Coast.
Yeah, but I'll try to make it because
Yeah.
that one would be fun to go on, and I have a pretty good little stack of things on that where I actually have where I can show images where you might remember that would link to him being a genie, even though he wasn't a genie. And I have images of, or I have a couple video clips where he basically confesses to to making the movie and that he did it because he was on crack and he injured himself. He injured himself climbing into the lamp, and these conspiracy guys play that clip that is a mockery of them, as if it's evidence of their residual. So yeah, that would be a blast,
That sounds good. That sounds like fun.
So you guys wanting to wrap this up now, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I need to hop down and go hang out with Mr. Smith. He's getting ready to go live right now. So
All right.
Yeah, I've got to get to playing with resin. I've got so much stuff I got to make before Christmas. It's not funny. So
As always, you guys are awesome. Remember, you don't have to be wise. Just don't submit to stupid. And remember to sign up to this chick, Wandering Penguins. I'll probably find a link while she plays.
I like these guys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's whatever penguins. Correction.
I'm not hearing any music.
So now I'm sober. Only 2 long days of bad seas, the bottom for the corner. and dream only of you. The heart you left behind, and that face was so kind. So now I'm sober, only 2 days. The backseat, the bottom from the corner. Help me pour myself a glass. So now I'm thinking I should reach for it again, 'cause you are missing, and I'm not strong enough to bear. I miss you getting on my nerves. Whenever you have a chance, disappoint being so cold to you. Never ever miss goodnight. You put me back on track so many times, again and again. Now I'm sitting all alone. No one will replace you. So now I'm sober, only 2 days. The fast days, the bottom from the corner. Help me pour myself a glass. So now I'm thinking I should reach for it again, 'cause you are missing, and I'm not strong enough to bear. So now I'm sober, only 2 days. The backseat, the bottom from the corner. Help me pour myself a glass. So now I'm thinking I should reach for it again, 'cause you are missing, and I'm not strong enough to bear.
Have a great day and keep dreaming.